Hey guys, I wanted to do a quick phone vlog for you. I know quality is probably not the best. Well, I mean, the quality's not that bad considering it's my new phone. It's a Samsung Galaxy 850. Ah, ah. I hate the ceiling light. Just laying down. It's about 1:38 right now. Sunday. How's it Sunday? Today should be Monday, 1:38. I must have that clock set a day behind. It's technically Monday now, 1:38 a.m. and I haven't updated you guys too recently as to what's going on. The last was the I'm losing video, which I never know what to name those guys. Don't take my titles ever too seriously because a lot of times if I'm uploading a video like that, especially, it's me in the moment not doing mentally well, and I just kind of go fucking whatever. Or it's like me trying to get attention because yeah, we all want attention. That's the sad truth of it all. We all want attention, and I think that's where a lot of my problems are right now. Is uh, without Sam being around, that eliminates my immediate source of attention. If I want attention, I can go right to her and get it. You know, that kind of thing. Just if I want to show somebody something, I can go right to her. I could go right to her and show it to her. I finished editing a video. I found something really cool. There's a sweet song that I think she'd like that I'd like. I would show it to her, but now I don't have that immediate reach out. Um, and it's not like I can't show stuff to Dylan, but I feel like I'm bothering people by messaging them about my problems or about coming to them if I'm not feeling well or just wanting to show something. I don't like to bother people that much, but you know, whenever Sam was around, she was just kind of hanging out or whatever. So I didn't ever feel bad like bringing her from the living room playing a Lego Star Wars game or something to show her an airsoft video I just got done editing or whatever. I don't know. The whole thing is it's a lot of loneliness and a lot of just um, feeling unwanted. Uh, and that's more of a personal thing. And to be adult and honest, and actually I don't even have to preface that because like I checked the analytics and literally nobody on this channel is apparently nobody subscribed has their account age less than like I think less than 17 or 18. The analytics are 100% set to your account's age, like 18 to 35 or whatever. So, which kind of funny that I don't have any youngins on the channel, which is good because I'm always afraid of making adult humor, adult jokes, and like, what if there's like a 12-year-old in here seeing this? I'm talking about like eating out Satan's asshole or something like that, just whatever have you. But I don't really have to worry about that. I mean, analytically speaking, even though the accounts can be set to whatever age you freaking want, so I'm sure I have some teens or whatever in here. But anyways, that's not the point of this. I gotta start adding little buffers. I'm gonna start doing that for my videos, saying just like 2 seconds of saying, "Hey, these videos contain adult content." Blah blah blah. You've been warned. But yeah, on the feeling of like emotionally, physically, and sexually undesired. I don't feel like I have much of a chance to fulfill any of those emotions, feelings, or desires, kind of thing, because where I live, nobody's around here. Like, there's nobody I can just reach out. Like, all right. So what I've been doing is, I've been going on, I've been going on Omegle and chat roulette. Not to be perverted. I'm not doing that. I'm literally on there to chat with people, which I've never really done. Whenever I went on to Omegle and stuff like that back in the day, it was usually to troll people. I'd wear multiple layers of masks, and they'd be like, "Take it off." I'd take one off. There'd be another mask. I'd be like, "Oh!" Or I'd show them my airsoft guns or my swords and just whatever have you. It's like, yeah, check out this sweet gun. That's the shit I used to do on Omegle and video chat sites. But now I'm going on there and I'm just kind of chatting with people to chat, because I don't really. It's different because like I do have people I can talk to. I can message any one of you guys, but again, it's always the idea of like I feel guilty because there's always that preconception of tiptoeing around me because you know the situation kind of thing, so you feel like you have to act one way or the other with me or something like that. Like, I don't know. When it comes to people who I have a relationship and understanding with in my personal life, or even through my YouTube life, which is a different personal life of mine, it always just feels odd because it's not the proper context. And I don't want it to be. I don't want to have to go to everybody as the guy who's going through an emotional travesty and is reaching out to talk to people, and then feeling like there's that weight on the conversation, even if it's not typically like expressed. So I've been going on to Omegle and Chat Roulette, video and text chat, as an anonymous person and without the preconception of the whole life issues, and just being able to talk to somebody who doesn't know me, doesn't know anything about me, and I can just have a conversation. Obviously, there's a lot of penises you have to wade through, which is always hilarious because oftentimes I'll get in there and I'll just kind of stare and then see who leaves first, me or him. And if he starts going faster than I leave, I'm like, okay, he's into it, so I'm leaving. But most of the time, they click up pretty fast. So, but it's pretty funny because last night I got into a chat. I think it was on Chat Roulette, and there were these two girls, and I was just sitting there like, just going through chats. Like I don't usually say anything. I just kind of like look and I go like, I don't say hi really much. I just kind of like wait. Sorry for the shaking again. It's on my phone. My arms get tired from holding it. Look at these weak stubs. And but it was these two girls, and they started trying to speak, and I couldn't understand them. I'm like, oh, there's a language barrier, but they appear to be real. They're not like a fake webcam. And it turns out they're both from Colombia, which I was like, okay, interesting. So we started having like an hour-long conversation, um, of we were doing text to speak translations through Google. So I was typing English to Spanish as loosely as I could for Colombia, and having Google read out the Spanish response, and they were doing the same thing on their phones for English, and we were having conversations. And then I was trying to, sometimes I wouldn't have it speak out. They would try to speak English to me, to humor me, and see how well they could do reading it off or trying to remember what they could. And I would do the same with Spanish. I have like no foreign language experience at all. I took reading instead of foreign language because I just don't have the brain capacity to learn another language fluently. So I was trying to read like pero rosso e putenia, just trying to read it out. But and they found it. I mean, at least from what I could tell, they found it adorable, and they found it really endearing of how I was trying and how I was doing like my tongue rolls and trying to make it sound authentic. And we expressed that. And it was a really fun time. But the point of it all is I've been chatting with random people to try to keep my spirits up whenever I'm feeling down, and it has been helping. Um, I've also been keeping track on an app on my phone. I don't remember what it's called, but it's like a mood tracker app where you have like each day of the month that you're filling out on that day your general mood from elated, happy, neutral, bad, and horrible kind of thing. It's like a scale, and you can set your own colors for what mood you want what color to represent. So you can keep track at a glance of what day is what color. So generally red. The light just got brighter. Jesus. So generally that red for me is a bad day. And so I can glance at that and say, okay, well, on average, I've been having more bad days than good days. The light is changing. This light switch is the wiring is terrible, dude. The lights are going on and off and on. Like the one over there keeps turning off and whatever. Anyway, so I've been keeping track of all that and also keeping notes and emotion logs. And I will be posting those Instagram weekly or whatever have you. But I keep a note of what happened that day, how my sleep was, what's been on my mind, and then I can keep track of certain emotions like worried, anxious, depressed, happy, calm, tranquil, blah, 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 stuff like that. So I can keep little notes of how my days are. And on average, right now, out of 5, my average emotional level out of 5, 5 being great, 1 or 0 being bad, has been a 2.8. But I think it's actually no, I think it's a 2.5 right now. So I've been about average lately, but I have had a good amount of bad days. So, but that's helping me kind of cope and keep track and really get a gauge on just how often I'm feeling the way I'm feeling. So, yeah. Um, but it all comes like I don't know why I'm really making this video. I just kind of wanted to chat and again update you guys. It's been kind of difficult because we're gonna get a little adult here. So if you don't want to hear anything too adult, go ahead and leave now. But if I'm gonna be honest with you guys, and you guys fucking light, dude. If you guys know me, you know I'm a big ass pervert, right? Like I joke all the time. Like I mean, over here I have Zonton. She has a mistletoe over her vagina, which is the fucking hardest thing ever. And just like I'm a huge pervert. I love hentai, I love porn, all this stuff. And it's not like I had a huge crazy sex life or anything like with Sam. It was like we're both not that driven. I'm more driven to jerk off than anything, like straight out. But now that I don't have the option of any of that adult time, it's super depressing because now it turns a lot to like self-worth, being self-conscious of myself, like me thinking like, god, am I that unattractive, am I that unappealing? I don't know how to talk to people when it comes to this kind of thing. I don't know how to instigate, and I don't like, and I'm not thinking about going out and like having sex with a bunch of people or anything, but it brings about the whole idea of how the fuck do I communicate with people, because I really don't communicate well, especially with people I don't know, if I'm trying to establish a level of communication with them. If I'm in passing and I'm like at the cash register, I can hold that conversation, that's fine. But if I'm like, hey, this random person, let's meet and hang out and become friends, like, I don't fucking know what to do, man. I have no idea what to say. I got no idea. And then especially if it's the idea of like, man, I want to try to hook up with that person or something. What the fuck? I have no idea what I'm going to do with that. And I'm not talking about right now because it's still way too soon for me. I'm not trying to do that. It's something that crosses my mind, but it's about, there's a lot of that emotional confusion, the loyalty confusion when it comes to me still feeling loyal to Sam. And even though, well, I'm not going to get into that, but it's all so confusing and depressing, and it just breaks me down a little bit. And I'm just looking around like, I might never have sex again, or at least not for a long time, and I have an unending boner that's unsatisfied. So it's all it's a lot, and it's only been, I mean, it's probably been 2 months since I've had sex, and then it's been about nearing 2 months. Well, let's see. It's been over a month, like a month and a half since Sam and I broke up. It's been almost 3 months since I've had sex, and yeah, so uh, it's just a lot, and I'm stressed out, and I'm annoyed, and I'm frustrated with myself because I feel, I'm not worth it, and I'm all these negative connotations and stuff. So, but right now I'm trying to write. It's really hard. I've been working on transgression a little bit, but I'm finding it still really hard to focus with everything going around. I'm only able to like, because I'm in the editing phase where I've written the story. It's done. 140 pages written, beginning, middle, and end. I'm just going through again and cleaning it up, improving it, and making sure it's canonically approved and readable and everything, and just like establishing all of what I need to establish, checking continuity and all that good stuff. So I'm just doing that, and I can only really edit 1 to 6 paragraphs at a time in one sitting, and it's frustrating because I really want to work on it. I really truly do. I can't wait to work on it. Some saliva, but as soon as I sit down to work on it, my mind goes blank and I'm unable to stay focused, and I've just been super lazy depressed. Like I'm sleeping in, I'm going to bed early, like I'm laying, all right, well, I'm not going to bed. I'm laying down at like between 1 and 2 a.m., which is an hour and a half, 2 hours earlier than I used to. But I find myself laying down and unable to sleep, being wide awake and stressed out until about 4 a.m. So I'm laying down at like 3 hours before I can actually fall asleep. And even when I fall asleep, I'm tossing, I'm turning, I'm waking up. I hallucinated 2 nights ago that the outside light was coming on through the curtain right here, which has 2 layers of curtain, so I can't even, no one can see in and I can't see out. It's a black curtain and a tan curtain. So, but I woke up looking at that curtain, seeing the light on the other side, which it's not impossible, but it's not able to penetrate both curtains. So I've just been stressed out with just my mind won't stop spinning, but I'm not overloaded with particular things I'm thinking about. It's just general high energy in my brain. So there's a lot of bottled up stuff in me right now, and I don't have any way to really express it. So
I know this video is going on kind of long. If you're still here, comment boobs down below if you're still here, just so I know. Most people won't be. Fuck it, whatever. But and I'm not gonna edit this because it's on my phone. So, and then as an update to mental health stuff, which is the reason I was recording this, and I got off on tangents, was I did end up going to see having like a video consultation with a therapist, I guess, or a counselor is more of the word to use, a counselor, and she was very nice, and I spoke with her for about roughly an hour, but that's part of Northern Human Services emergency assistance thing where you get into a video conference with somebody, and that's at least twice as expensive as a regular as like a regular meeting for me, as like a regular therapist appointment. But my therapist appointment, my first one to get me into the program, isn't until March, and that was decided at the end of November or the beginning of December till March. So like, are you fucking kidding me? But it's a long waiting list, and I have to get in before I can get regular appointments like bi-weekly or whatever. So I took advantage of the emergency service because I really needed to, and then I have a follow up appointment in like a week or two, whatever have you. But each one of those appointments, like I said, it's like $60 per appointment, which isn't bad because it's all about scaling to how much money you make, which I think I mentioned that before. But it's still a consistent $60 that I'm gonna have to pay that I can't afford because I have to register my car. I have to get my car inspected. I might have to repair parts on it so it can pass inspection. I have to pay a fucking. I'm gonna fight this bill because when I went to Moultonboro Family Health Center, it was a 30-minute appointment where I basically walked in and said, "Hi, my name is Chris. Cool. Hey, does your family have any previous history of this, that, and this? No, they do not. Okay, it's been about 30 minutes. You can leave now, and that'll be $185. Also, that goes up your ass. That's basically what happens. So I'm trying to gross, my finger tastes gross. I'm gonna find a way to fight that $185. Like that's fucking ridiculous. I'm gonna see if I can get them to bring that down because that is absolutely capitalistic, egregious, disgusting. I want to puke, dude. I fucking heard that. So anyway, that's what's been going on with me lately. Um, in standard YouTube Chris fashion, the views for A Plague Tale have gone down. Nobody's watching it. I don't know why I even fucking try, honestly. Not to sound bitter, but of course I'm bitter. People vote and then they don't watch. I have to watch my own videos on other channels just to keep the analytics happy. It's so fucking depressing, dude. Fuck it. I don't care. Fuck YouTube. I'm so sick of this fucking YouTube shit. Sorry. I have been reading, or at least I started to. I haven't had the time, but I've been reading The Body Keeps the Score, which is all about brain, mind, and body and the healing of trauma. And not just trauma in what I'm going through right now, but my past traumas that are creeping up again, that are bringing about mood swings and post traumatic stress in me. So, dealing with all that, yeah, that's life right now. So, thanks for watching. Like or don't, whatever. See you guys.